All right, welcome to another edition of Coffee with Kenny. Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
I asked Kevin to join us. We had lots of questions from your membership group, and I asked Kevin to join us because some of that is within the president's scope of work, as I understand it. So I'm just going to fire off. We solicit for questions for anybody who might not be able to make the meetings, or it's too far away, working out of the market, whatever the case may be, to try and be transparent and have to provide as many communication channels as possible for your members. So here we go. Okay. First question is, I guess it's to Kevin. How is an HRA run, and would it be run any differently here?
So a HRA is a health reimbursement account. So legitimate health care out-of-pocket expenses can be reimbursed once you have money in that health reimbursement account and you submit qualifying receipts that you paid out of pocket for those expenses. We have one set up through our local. It was a benefit credit account, and then we still have members that have money in that benefit credit account. If you believe that you do have money in there, you need to contact NEBA 678-705-0200 to see if you do have money still in that account. Most of them are like me. They used all that money up years ago. It's been over 20 years since any money has went into that account. So we already have it set up and have the ability to administer it through our fund office, NEBA, and through our health and welfare, our insurance fund, to administer a HRA. But we got to have money going into it. So if that's something that we're able to negotiate with our management side of the table through the Board of Trustees or through new contract negotiations this year, then hopefully we can have more contributions going into health reimbursement account for all of our participants.
Okay.
And the way that works too is at by October of the year following. So in 2022, your benefit credit account is audited, and it's usually complete around October of each year, so you can see how much money's left in there too, to see if you can do something with it. But what do we got? I think there's just over 100 active accounts right now. But it's definitely something that we've had here before, and we know how to get it going again. We just got to have that buy-in.
Okay. All right. Kenny, I guess this would be for both you guys, but I'll address you. It says, this member asked, why has the tools down 613 slowed? This is a marathon, not a sprint.
So the tools down did exactly what it was supposed to do. We wanted to hear your voices, what you wanted in these upcoming contract negotiations. So it did exactly what it was intended to do.
It took off like wildfire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Voices were heard.
Yeah. Okay. So the third question is pretty specific. I'm not sure which one of you guys wants to address this, but I'll pitch it out there. It says, please explain to me why I cannot pay my death benefits only while my dues are paid through the year without an additional $12 charge.
So that's what's so good about this platform here. This is the first I've heard about it. I will look into it. It's got to be something on the back end side. So that's what's so good about us getting together and have these questions come in, because we're, over 5,000 members, so hearing this is definitely something that we'll get taken care of. I can't answer that right now. I need to look on our backside to see why it's charging that.
Okay.
Until we get it figured out, they can still call the financial secretary and make a payment over the phone, or come in person and make one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Kevin, this is for you. This member says, I need help getting my Six Flags tickets. I keep getting an error code when I put in my card number.
So I don't know when that question was submitted, because the online ticketing website landing page did not go live until May the 3rd.
Okay.
So it depends on when that was submitted. If it was submitted before then, they were trying before May the 3rd, like maybe as soon as they got the mail out, they tried. That could have been why they got it. The other reason would be if they did not have their dues paid through May 2023 and their death benefits through 1910. before we had to do a cutoff. You got to do a cutoff. If you got to provide a list to somebody to verify something, you got to do a cutoff. So we had to have the cutoff by May the 2nd.
Okay.
And we cut off May the 2nd. So anybody that had not already paid through May 2023 and 1910 on the death benefits wouldn't be eligible to do it. And whenever you tried to enter your card number, you would get an error message.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that night as well. That's a big family night, and it's a real celebration of 613. So I'm looking forward to that. And all the information on we've tried to put it out to the Facebook page, to Instagram. It's on our bio. The link is on the bio, on the
Mail
website,
out.
et cetera. So on mail out.
Just real quick, if we got a second, it is our annual family day. It'll be Friday, May 19th from 6 to midnight. This is the 4th year we've done the online ticketing, and more so to address the question, you go to www.sixflags.com/over-Georgia, and in the promo code window, you enter IBEW 2023, and then when you get to the gift code window, that's where you would enter your card number. And it's the same if you're a member, a BA member, or retiree, and so forth, that you have to enter the card number associated, and you'll be eligible to get up to 5 tickets for Six Flags for that night. If you're interested in purchasing guest tickets, it can be done through the website during online ticketing for a cost of $43.39 each. They all come with parking and with a dinner. Where you enter the promo code, you would enter IBEW guest, and then you have the option to purchase the tickets, or you can purchase them day of. In years past, it's been at the will call window, but we won't know until get closer to the event where they'll be purchased at. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I got all that addressed.
So the night starts 6 p.m., right? Goes to 10 p.m. Is that right? Okay.
And online ticketing can be done from now all the way through Sunday, May 14th at midnight.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. All right. Looking forward to that. Okay. So the next question says, hey, thanks for all you're doing. Any updates on negotiations?
We sent our letters on January 5th. We sent our letter on, I believe it was March the 7th or the 9th. We're hearing that we should hear a response back here, within the next week or so. So that's where we are with that. It's getting close. Kevin reported at the last union meeting who was on labor side of the committee. So if you were at the meeting, you heard that. So we are hearing that they're going to respond and send their letter over within the next week or so.
Okay. All right. So the next one, I'm not sure you guys can address, but I'll ask it because I want to ask any question that the members ask. And this says, if you win this election, what exactly will you be asking for?
Yeah, this is, not the place for that question. This is about IBEW Local 613 business and what's going on. This is not a place for that question to be addressed.
Okay. Fair enough. Next question is, are we trying to swap insurance providers? Because if we aren't, we definitely need to. That's from the same member, but a different question.
Yeah, I think Kevin can vouch for this. We're always trying to find the best coverage and a provider that can offer us savings, but also the best coverage for our brothers and sisters. So, we send out RFPs to different providers when contracts near an end for who we have now, but definitely are always trying to strive for the better coverage, savings to where we can get savings, because it's a big undertaking. It's a lot of disruption when you're switching. You have to figure out which providers have what networks, what doctors are in the network. So anytime you make that transition, a lot goes into it. So, but yeah, the savings are big enough and we can get better coverage. We're always sending out RFPs on the Board of Trustees side to see who can serve the members the best and their families and offer the best coverage.
Fair enough. All right, last question. How do we address apathy at all levels in the local? New members come in very impressionable and sometimes are met with older members that speak with such hopelessness?
That's a good question. So one of the things that we have done is we created a new member video. So when a new referral comes out, somebody comes to get a new referral, they're new to the organization, we show them a video. But the way we change that is every single person that's working on the job that comes in contact with these new members, take care of them. Let them understand what we do. The older generation paved the way. They've been doing this a long time. They're getting ready to retire. The future lies within each of you that's on the job that's not in that season of your life yet. So how do you change that? It's the way you treat each other. It's the way we treat the new members. It's the way we live by the principles of the IBEW, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, equality, taking care of each other and not just saying it, truly taking care of the people you're working with and care about them. Have a life interrupted for your tool buddy. Do what it takes to further the purposes of this IBEW and your brother and sister's families.
Well, I can say that, the new members that are coming in are unprecedented. I don't know how many new members you guys have added since you've been in office, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
And that youth movement, you got a lot of good things going on with Amped, with the Renew chapter. They're doing all kind of great stuff, softball leagues and poker nights and cool stuff to kind of build that rapport with one another and carry on the leadership. Yeah.
Yeah, but the basis and the foundation of that is all predicated on brotherhood and sisterhood and taking care of each other. That's how we do it.
All right, so that brings us to another conclusion of Coffee with Kenny. Anything you guys want to add for the cause or address anything that you've had questions on before we call it a morning?
Those new members, the younger ones, they just need to take something good from every journeyman or every one of the older members that they're able to work around. Maybe not focus on the negative or the bad. Try to focus on the good, what they can take from that person to improve yourself.
Amen.
Yep.
Thank you very much for another edition of Coffee with Kenny. We'll see you next time.